is youtube.c or /c/ pop culture minefield. Boom.
So we are often the guys that try to break down a lot of the reasonable stories in pop culture entertainment,
as well as breaking scoops and news from Mikey Sutton's Geekosity magazine.
and
The number one fan voted scoop artist in the United States. In fact, we have some big scoop news for you guys this weekend that you might not have been aware of that deals with J.J. Abrams directly.
correct.
Yeah, directly.
Well, let's just get to it then. Geekosity.com.
Just go to our private messages with them.
Oh, we're going to do that?
Yeah, because I want to read what he said to us last night.
Okay. There we go.
Because there's been a lot of hubbub in our private chats with Mikey Sutton, as well as one of the top nerd shows on YouTube, Midnight's Edge,
Well,
which we're part of.
okay.
So, starting yesterday, you want me to go back to the beginning?
Well, that'll go back pretty far. So,
Yeah, I love Andre's response. What is this bullshit? So,
well,
the first news involves Keanu Reeves' Constantine sequel.
yes. So, how many are fans of Constantine starring Keanu Reeves? So, there is a possible sequel to that movie, or at least that was announced.
Yeah, and both Andre and I kind of were like, oh, bull crap. This is some sort of fishing expedition by J.J. Abrams to save his job at Warner Brothers because the new management don't like him. They've said no to everything he's promoted.
Well, not the first time. You know, he did the same thing with his
Star Trek.
films.
Well, that's where he gets the idea from. Is every few months you'll see an announcement that there's going to be a new Star Trek film, which is ironic because they have no money to make it. So we just thought this was JJ trying to save his job at Warner Brothers.
Yes.
But it turns out that Michael DeLuca and what is her name? I forgot her name. Pam Abdi. Did green light doing. Yeah, they're the two that approved them doing the Keanu sequel to Constantine.
Yes.
From back, 2005, 2006? I think it was.
The Constantine movie was 2002, 2003.
Was it that far back?
Oh, yeah.
I thought I was living in Springfield. Okay. So, anyway, JJ doesn't want to do it, and they're kind of telling him, you do this film or you're done.
Well, JJ's idea was to have a Justice League Dark movie and to go ahead.
Gender and race swap all the characters.
Yeah, he was in a gender and race swap Constantine for his Justice League Dark film.
Yep.
And he's being informed that he can't do that. So, and he doesn't like that.
Yeah, he's very unhappy, and that makes us happy that he's unhappy. So you'll be hearing a little more about that in the coming weeks about the Constantine news with Keanu Reeves. Yay! I mean, he knows as he's getting older, Keanu knows that doing sequels is good money.
Oh, it's very good money.
It's good retirement money.
Let's see, the next scoop
is delays. What? Wait a minute.
Few delays.
Well, we knew Aquaman and Flash were, but I saw Shazam in there.
Let's see. Hold on.
Yeah, JJ doesn't want Keanu. And that's too bad. What Warner is telling him, you shoot our movie our way, or you don't get to work.
Here. See, according to Screen Rant, Aquaman and Shazam sequel delays suggest the DCEU won't fully reboot, which is true.
Yeah.
It was never really the plan to reboot everything,
No, they wanted to go back to Snyder's plan.
or at least allow these characters to
Well, that's what
exist.
they want. They want his characters, not so much the Snyderverse, but the Snyder characters.
Yes.
That version of the DC characters.
And basically, as it stands, they're still trying to make some plans without someone to fill that all-important job of running DC Studios. So you basically have two people that are taking the place, or at least filling in that job for now, which is where the story with J.J. Abrams comes in.
Yep.
But as it stands at this point, we still have a problem with the Joker sequel to the Academy Award-winning film and the box office night film, as well as a Batman problem because of Robert Pattinson. And I think he gets a nice slight pay increase because of doing the sequel, which again, I know some people are I don't think I'd ever really do a movie with him.
No, I mean, I think him making out on the Batmobile once was bad enough. So, but we're looking forward to some of the DC stuff coming out. I'm looking forward to seeing Aquaman 2, especially with news of reshoots.
Yes.
And repairing the Amber Heard character is the thing we've been hearing.
Oh, wow. Some of the rewrites and reshoots for the Flash.
Yeah, they're trying to make sure that they're all connected. And that's what some of these rewrites you're hearing about, is to make sure there's connection between the films.
Yes.
So it'll be good.
It's very good. So then we have right here. Here we go.
Blade news?
Yes.
Oh, Wesley Snipes' Blade rumored for Avengers Secret Wars. Whoa. And this, of course, is coming from Mikey Sutton's GeekosityMag.com. #1 scoop guy in America. He's batting 1,000. So far, not one of his scoops has been proven wrong. A new rumor reveals that Wesley Snipes could return as Blade in Avengers Secret Wars. Before the MCU started with 2008's Iron Man, Marvel had some of the best superhero movies, in addition to having Sam Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy, and to a lesser degree, Fox's X-Men franchise. We also had Wesley Snipes' Blade movies, which were the ones that launched the cinematic universe of Marvel.
Yes.
Because Avi Arad was still connected to it at that time.
Yes.
On the other hand, many consider Blade Trinity to be among the worst superhero movies ever made, and it really had its moments that were. And the story's coming off the set of Wesley Snipes refusing to not be Blade in character at all times.
Yeah.
And it led to Ryan Reynolds stealing the show.
And that's part of the reason why DC, Warner Brothers was able to eventually cast him as Al Jordan or Green Lantern, or as I like to call it, Greg Berlanti's.
Greg Berlanti's Green Lantern was written by Jeff Johns. Who, by the way, if you didn't know, he can't write with the shit. Anyway, Blade movies became classics, so much so that both Wesley Snipes and Blade have become synonymous with the other. Now, at the San Diego Comic-Con 2019, Marvel Studios announced a new Blade film. In addition, Oscar-winning actor, I can't pronounce that guy's first name, but his last name is Ali. Mahershala Ali would replace Snipes in the reboot. Thus, Marvel Studios confirmed they wouldn't use Snipes anymore, or so we were thinking. According to a new report from Giant Freaking Robot, who is not really one of my favorite websites, we could actually see Wesley Snipes return as Blade in a different movie, Avengers Secret Wars, which will most likely feature more Marvel characters than any other movie has before. With the multiverse now in full swing, we can expect to see several variants of multiple characters. One of those variants would possibly be Wesley Snipes' version of the Daywalker. That's exciting news. Yeah, that's enough. Yeah, we're good on that one.
Wow. Well, good news for Wesley. I wouldn't mind seeing him back in Blade.
Heck no. I mean, now that he knows what it's like in actual prison, he's appreciating what he had before.
What is this with Marvel hiring people that like to go to prison?
Look, man, our buddy was talking yesterday about the Joker. The only thing he fears, he doesn't fear being beat up by Batman or the cops. He's terrified of the IRS, so he pays his taxes.
Let's see, now we have from Edwin Francisco, Warner Brothers Discovery promoting Ben Affleck's Batman on social media. Wow. So, this one, let's see, Warner Brothers Discovery is back promoting Ben Affleck as Batman on social media. Warner Brothers Discovery is quickly pushing the DCEU network. Choosing Ben Affleck for social media is not there by randomly drawing the shorter stick. He was put there by choice. All the characters don't promote the DCEU. Remember, this story broke yesterday, so it's really
Batman Day. Also, happy Constitution Day yesterday because it was the celebration of the signing of the Constitution.
As well as the birthday of one of our biggest supporters, Tina Roberts. Happy birthday. But,
yeah, I wished her a happy birthday from both of us.
Oh, happy birthday again. So, why did they choose Affleck's version of the Batman? This is not only Warner Brothers Instagram, but also the DC Asia Instagram too. Coincidence? These dropped prior to Batman Day. Fans again campaigned to make
the Batfleck movie.
Hashtag. Just a few days ago, Velocity owner Mikey Sutton reported that Ray Fisher's Cyborg has been added as an avatar to HBO Max. As far as the general public goes, Fisher has been inactive as part of the Justice League.
Well, that's because he called out Warner Brothers and some of the people they hired as abusive.
So, let's see, the company canceled his solo movie years ago, which again, for all
Walter
of
Hamada, Jeff Johns, Toby Emmerich.
For all of those guys that do the whole Batgirl movie thing, and people not really wanting to see Ray Fisher back in Cyborg, that's what we call a little bit kinky there.
Right.
Just a little. The company canceled a solo movie years ago. Even a small cameo in Peacemaker became non-existent, even for a double.
Yep.
Warner Brothers Discovery promoting Ben Affleck's Batman on social media. Let's see, so,
Why did you say Martha?
but here we are. Fisher being promoted on HBO Max, technically WBD, but have opted not to promote Fisher if there is no feature for the character. But now he's there for all subscribers to see.
Well, once they reinstated the Snyderverse was happening, we knew Ray Fisher was going to be coming back.
Big time.
Because he is a favorite, and you can tell by the Justice League Snyder cut that this film he was the central character.
It's a very, very good version of the character, and one that once you're done with the Snyder cut, you will see more of.
Right.
Let's see. Likewise, Warner Brothers now promotes Ben Affleck as the Batman of the DCEU. Yes, WB wrote Robert Pattinson since the company did release the whole video a few months ago, but why ask? The Flash is still many months away. In the film, we do expect to see Affleck back as the Batman. But with Michael Keaton also reprising his role. Also note that WBD is also currently marketing other older Batman-related films, which also include Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight trilogy. In the DC Asia video, there were 3 scenes that were highlighted. Affleck's Batman featured the Suicide Squad scene of Ghost Representation. The Justice League video of Bruce Wayne talking to Jason Momoa for the first time. The scene from Batman v Superman called Justice, preferably director's cut.
Yep.
With Batman calling the Henry Cavill Superman. All Snyderverse movies. Obviously, WBD is backing up Ben Affleck's Batman. This is not just for his previous DCEU films. Unquestionably, Ben Affleck is the Batman from DC Studios moving forward.
Well, I do have a question.
Yeah.
Do you think that Ben Affleck has already begun the process of divorcing his future ex-wife? So he'll be depressed during the making of, I'm just curious, start drinking again. Why am I making jokes about alcoholism? I don't know. I'm not a very nice person. Yeah.
I believe they're really good.
Think they're good? Okay. Oh, it seems to happen to some Batmans, though. Like Val Kilmer, middle of making his Batman, cheated with Drew Barrymore. Wife found out. Joanna Whalen. She was not happy. I still have a thing for her. She's so adorable. She's in the new Willow. Now, I want to ask something. Have you heard anything? Because rumors were through the tabloid and entertainment magazines that Val Kilmer was in the new iteration, but I'm like, what are they going to have him do? It seems like the only thing you can have Val do now is being a dying version of the character he played before. Like they do in Top Gun. Spoiler.
Yeah, scene where he can dress him up in the armor and everything else, and have him here and not saying anything.
Well, I thought, King on his deathbed would be a great scene. Because he's now the king. Yeah. King Mad Mardigan.
King Mardigan?
King Mardigan. I need the theme song. Better than Joxer from He-Man Hercules. I mean, not He-Man, not He-Man. Hercules Xenon.
Yeah, Xenon.
As a guy, I've been drinking caffeine, so I'm buzzing right now. Yeah.
Unquestionably, Ben Affleck is the Batman for the DC Studios movie.
Why did you say Martha? Yeah, he keeps wanting to shut up on you, dude. It's like, are you still there? I'm going to dim the lights.
It's no secret that he's in The Flash. He's also in Momoa's Aquaman sequel.
Which is, I'm assuming, pulling everything that Michael Keaton out.
Yes. Yes. Which means Michael Keaton's Batman.
Which is good, because I think they understood that they were screwing over Michael Keaton to bring Ben Affleck back.
Yeah.
And so to sweeten the pie is to offer him another movie, which I know will make money.
Big time.
And I still hope it's Batman Beyond, to be honest with you. That or Dark Knight Returns.
I think more people would rather see Ben Affleck in Batman Beyond than any other film.
Not Ben Affleck. Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton.
Yeah, he meant Michael.
No. It's a given.
All white guys look alike.
It's a given that he be in the film. But to have Ben Affleck in that film be a younger, different iteration we can buy.
Yeah.
Both of them in that movie, along with whoever
The multiverse thing.
Yes.
Because both DC and Marvel are doing the multiverse thing right now.
Yeah, Marvel needs it.
So DC knows that they can bring back a lot of classic characters if the actors aren't dead.
Yes. Yes.
And if you wait, look, one, it will make money.
Yes.
Two, fans will love it.
Big time.
Because, imagine seeing Fleck and Bat Keaton in the film together. If that was possible at all. And then we get two different versions of Bat Feet. We get the classic, and then we'll get that droning one that asshole made.
Yeah.
Oh shit, Gerry's coming at us. Oh shit. This is what it feels like when a silverback gorilla's coming at you.
Could get the podcast just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Is mine or his?
I'm not sure. It's like everything's kicking over there. It's not bad, like right in the front and the back. It really carries for some reason.
Okay, hold on.
That's so odd.
It's the St. Robert Community Center system, so
Right.
can't spit too much.
It's like Walmart.
Yeah.
Ticket shoppers, the Blue Light special is on at Popcorn Minefield, where if you know the answer to this, live long and prosper, you could be eligible for free Star Trek artwork. Nobody listening? Oh. Then you don't get free artwork. Oh. So, I'm still recording, so Gerry's here. You want to come around? Sit in his seat for a sec? Boom. This is Gerry Rogers, a friend of Keith's and mine, and he's the one that started this show here in St. Robert. And are you a resident of St. Robert?
Yes, I am.
So you and Stephanie Beatty both live here.
I know, it's scary, isn't it?
Where is Stephanie? I was hoping to get her on today.
She's at church.
I'm telling you, man, religion takes away from so much fun. But
I mean, it doesn't hurt that her husband's the one that preaches at the church, so be the chaplain.
that'll teach her to marry a chaplain.
Yeah, exactly.
Gerry.
Yeah, the Gerrys. Look, it's Gerry's. No, I just thought I'd bring him on to talk about the show. So, how's it been going so far?
It's been great.
You guys, is it even on?
Yeah, it's on.
Oh, I didn't hear him.
I think part of it is because you're closer than he is to the mic.
I'm close. I'm kissing the microphone.
Is this any better? Oh, yep.
Yep, there you go. See a picture. So, again, I'm going to make an announcement that show up to our booth, and if you know the response to the Vulcan sign and offering of peace, you can be eligible to win a free piece of Star Trek artwork by that real jerk artist from IDW Comics, Gerry. So I hear he's a total jerk.
Better than a stick figure from Gerry Rogers.
Or stick figure from Gerry Rogers. No, really, it's Kirk. I swear to God.
Pretty much.
So, how's the turnout been?
Turnout's been really good. This is the best year we've had so far.
Well, I thought this was the first.
Actually, this is the third. 3 years.
I did not know that.
Yeah, we actually had to take that break because of COVID, but I mean, it's really picked up since then.
So this is the reboot
Yes, the reboot.
of Extremicon. I've never even heard of it before. How did I not hear of it? Because Keith and I are like in the loop. At least I thought we were.
Apparently, they're not in the loop anymore.
Well, this is fantastic. It's been a great turnout. A lot of people. I find it funny when we're trying to talk and you can't talk. It gets so loud in here. It's like, wow. I found myself yelling yesterday, and I got worried. I told my girlfriend, I'm like, oh my God, I think I'm going to lose my voice again. Because that's happened at like some of the bigger cons. I will lose my voice by the end of the show. But it's been a great turnout. Got great tables, man. Great vendors here.
This is the best vendors we've ever had.
And not to, put a black mark on you. I see you have Geekmas here.
Somehow he always sneaks in.
Oh, there's awesome.
Yeah, there goes the neighborhood when Geekmas shows up.
But he's like everywhere, if you notice.
Hawk has a great costume today. He came in as the Moon Knight. What version is that? I forget that.
Mr. Knight.
Mr. Moon. Okay.
Mr. Knight.
Mr. Knight.
Yeah.
And here, we're going to have him come up on stage here and get on camera. So it'll be fun. It's a terrible, terrible costume for him because in the warmth of the room, it really heats up 3 times as fast. And the reason why is because I believe he breathes too heavily.
Yeah, I think so. He's got that stalker voice. Gerry.
This is my buddy Hawk as Mr. Knight. There's a stabbing hunting. What? It's a stabbing scavenger hunt. So you just stab people and run until you found someone not stabbed. Okay, I'm not good at these things. You should come up and do it. It's a stabbing scavenger hunt. Yeah, there you go. Is it working? I don't think his mic is working, but he's going. Don't worry about it.
So you get to pick one of these.
Yes, but you have. Oh, did he get it?
Yeah, you got it.
All right. Come to me at the table and I'll sign it for you.
All right.
That way, it's actually worth something when I die.
All right.
Okay. You know where our table is right over there. That kid's never coming back.
No, he's not.
He's running. He's running. Oh my God. You got it. You own it. It's yours. You don't have to run. He's running. Man, he's fast. That kid was fast. So somebody won the response thing, which is live long and prosper.
Whoa, don't have to give it out.
No, we're not going to do it again right now.
Okay.
So I'll pull the mic away. The response to live long and prosper is, no, I thought you were going to say that. Like, you don't have to whisper.
Peace and long life.
Peace and long life. That's the response from Star Trek. And if you know that, you have a shot at winning artwork from it. So, there we go. Yeah, his mask did not last long. It's off already. He's looking like white Black Blade. Ow, he shot me. He's just going to keep shooting me now.
Is that like a thing, Gerry with a barrel?
What's amazing, he's Air Force and he's a good shot. There goes Ken. He's going to shoot me again. He's out.
Blanks, huh?
Yeah. And I could make another Air Force joke on that one. You know I love you, Hawk. It's been a really good show. I'm always happy when I go to a con and there's a lot of people to talk to. And that's what's made this fun for me is like just meeting all the people. Keith and I are like this. We don't socialize. This is our socializing. So this is where we meet friends. It's how we met. It's through cons. It's how I met Hawk. If you look at all my friends here in Missouri, I would say 70% of them are through doing the con circuit. And I'm like, because I don't want to go meet people. Maybe you go to church. I went, no. I'm not going to church.
Now, what you born?
No, the walls would cave in on me. For real.
All that Catholic guilt.
Yeah, it's all that Catholic guilt. But what do we got planned for today?
After this, you're going to have an author panel. And you guys remember that?
What is it?
An author panel?
Author panel. Do we want to do that?
It's up to you.
No, it's up to you.
And then you got
Take time decision.
We'll decide on that. Because I know we want to do an interview with Noel.
Oh, you are going to do it.
I mean,
two.
I said Noel, I meant John. I want to do an interview with John. I wanted to do it at the table so we could go live.
John and Noel look so much alike. I didn't understand what you confused.
Noel's very pretty. I didn't know it was going to be a woman. I thought it was a guy. And like, oh, he's not Noel. She's Noel. Oh, she's pretty. But she's been on Star Trek, other shows. Very funny. We were talking a lot. She's also funny.
Oh, yeah, she's hilarious.
So I was cracking some of my jokes, and she actually got my jokes. Noel, just letting you know. Keith and I appreciate that you get our humor. Did she see us?
She's looking this way, but she doesn't know what you're saying.
Star Trek. She was in Star Trek, and she didn't know the response. She couldn't remember it. She didn't get any sleep the night before.
Yeah.
Her neighbors at the hotel kept her up. And apparently Keith and I are up all and down all night. his from the Mexican food we had, and me because I drank too much water. I kept getting up every 2 to 3 hours, had to pee.
We've enjoyed our time here.
Yeah, man. But are we going to do this again next year?
We do not have a set time yet for the thing because we're going to go through numbers, see what we can do. And
Yeah.
It looks like we might have to expand.
I think you should expand. The next question is, why aren't you at game?
I don't know. We were actually supposed to go 1 year, and we did a table exchange at our last one, but both me and my wife had the flu at the time.
Because if you've done a table there, they're inviting anybody who's been a vendor for free. All tables are free. So I'll say something to him. See if they
Yeah,
do
Chris.
that. What is just the top of his head? I know. He thought he was on camera. He was not on camera. He has no sense of the camera sometimes. There's Keith.
Yeah, Chris.
But we'll talk to Chris and let him know because I know VisionCon's going to be there and Extremicon.
Yeah.
In fact, VisionCon will be on our left side, and our right side is going to be Extremicon.
Yep.
So it'd be nice to see you there, you and Stephanie. And what does she do for Extremicon?
Stephanie?
Yeah.
She's
Yeah, she's always looking at me, and I'm like, what? And she'll go, what? And I'll go, what? We have these confusing, like, why are you looking at me? Conversations. Like, oh, I thought you were looking at me for something. No, you were staring at me. I wasn't staring at you. What? So Keith has gone back to the booth. It's a nice show this weekend. And I'm hoping that everybody gets a chance to do this show going into the future. 5 minutes? Oh, to what?
the author panels are going to be starting soon.
Oh, 5 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I guess we'll get Keith back on here. Gary, thanks for dropping in, man. He's one of our new best buddies that we met through the con circuit.
I say we put him permanently on the show.
Sadly, Gerry, he's a martial arts instructor, and he likes to kick our ass for some reason.
Got to do something.
Got to do something. Again, what was the styles you teach?
Shiraki Jitsu, Taekwondo, Combat, Aikido.
Good stuff. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'm pretty sure that Monkey Jeebus, thank you, come again, and Bill Barkley, and probably Mr. Tickle Trunk too, is talking shit to me right now on the show. For that, I want to say thank you. I love you guys too. Fuck you, buddy. I took the mic away when I said that. So. Fuck you, buddy. Hey, fuck you. But this is Pop Culture Minefield. Signing off. See you guys later. Live long and prosper. All right, there we go.